Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Overnight, the Australian dollar took the challenge to the upside but found heavy supply and from there rejects the region around 68 cents and plummets back towards 67.35 and now questions whether the market has broken down due to the fact we closed under there in New York. Keeping an eye on the market's price action, and after the two bearish days we could see a further weaker play into today and therefore look towards 66.95 as minor, and with the support seen beneath there at 66.65 and the key area noted around 65.90-95. It is likely though that markets will be a little bit more on the cautious side as we get closer towards the non-farm payrolls number. However, liquidity will be a little bit light due to the Easter break, so no doubt the market may actually see some strong movements due to the fact that, as I mentioned, light liquidity will make the very whipsaw price action. Still, the market has respected the top side of the range as of the last 24 hours and therefore should look for a weaker play into today. The euro, the market took the challenge to the top side and thought twice about it, having broken clearly above that 109.35-45 area. Market took the challenge further to the 109.60-65 and rejected. Now seeing a cap just a little bit higher, around 109.80-90. The bears are slightly back into play here as the technicals have broken down, and along with that the dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, rebounds off 101. Currently around 101.60. I feel if the dollar can strengthen and if we get a stronger number in the non-farm payrolls, then that would see further indication to the downside to the euro and see these technicals once again firm up to a potential bearish bias, and therefore the market should see a move back to 108.65. Now a break there would give further scope to the downside and bring back the focus to 107.25-35. It seems that the strength of yen, as safe haven demand still seems to be lurking about, that the market was a little bit weaker overnight but found good support. Now, as I mentioned before, the hammer that was posted back here in February, the dragonfly doji that was posted in March, and now finding not quite close to a hammer, but I feel was a rejection from the bottom side, and demonstrating that the bulls are still prepared to defend the region of 129.80. and therefore could see a rise now in towards today's session of 132 and reassess from there. The sterling outlook, the market was also a little bit weaker after posting a 10-month high and also touching 125. Keeping an eye on these technicals, they haven't broken down and not for the whole of March, but keeping an eye on that midway point and also the support level at 124.45 could see a further weaker play into today and maybe even lower down towards 123.80 and reassess. We have a indecisive candle being a long-legged doji. The market is actually finding a little bit of a struggle here. We didn't get the close above 2034 to support the area up towards 2070, but instead the market is a little bit weaker and keeping an eye on the support coming in around 2012, but would need to close beneath the level of 2002 to reinstate the downside back to at least 1,970. But I feel the market has presently found a little bit more support in terms of the fact of these last two candles, but we do need confirmation to reverse the current gains. Otherwise, the risk will still hold towards 2034. And as I mentioned, the close above there will give scope up towards 2070. Wrapping up with oil, I'm still waiting for this yellow box that I filled in to be filled by the market bears. If we can see a push to the price down, therefore looks towards the region somewhere around $75.80 a barrel and reassess from there. Any upside attempts? Well, the market needs to close above 82.40.90 to support a bullish case up to $86. Well, that's a wrap for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the great start to the day.